this is Sims, and we are back with more Psychedelica of the Ashen, and we are going to do the last ending, so we're going to just load our faithful Levon path and go back up here. I should have saved when we made this choice, because, like, whatever. It's in Chapter 4, I think, right? Traveler Chapter 4, yeah. Yep. So we're going to get our last ending, which is it's the Lynx ending. So I don't know. The trophy we get for this is the witch's eyes. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Anyway, I should ask for some water. I got out of the bed and headed downstairs to the tavern. Oh, there was a white silhouette in the room. Ash? You weren't able to sleep either. While saying that, he held up a steaming cup. Sorry, I just had something in my throat. What's the matter? An indescribable anxiety rose from within. Was it because I didn't want to return to being a man? I got the sensation that I was faking who I really was, and I may be unable to speak casually like I always did. Ash, you said I was a nice girl before, right? Yes. That sounded way too Ash and Hawk like. Anyway, that's not true. I'm a liar and a coward, even now. Why was I telling this to him all of a sudden? There was no way I could reveal the truth. I'd feel really disappointed in him if he gets mad at us for this. Like, I feel like he should fucking know. You know, he's gonna be like, yeah, I know, I'm not that stupid. I'm neither a witch nor Spacey, so who am I? How did Ash see me right now? I gripped the skirt of my dress tightly and swallowed what I was about to say. Let's talk. Huh? Ash took out another cup and poured some boiling water into it. He put it down onto a table next to him and sat down. I've never told anyone this. It's a story I didn't even write in my notebook. I'll tell you as an exception, as this is the intermission. Oh, so he's like, by the way, we already knew this, but that's great. Those eyes stared at me, and not in the usual gentle way. It actually reminded me of an elderly man. I was drawn to those eyes as I sat down at the table. I told you before that I was a traveler, didn't I? Yes, you've been to many different places. Before I went and traveled, my life was saved by a certain witch. A witch? That word struck my heart. A witch? I injured my shoulder. I was buried in the snow and hours had already passed. I couldn't feel my own body heat anymore. I thought I was going to die. That was when she found me. It couldn't have been a very fond memory, but Ash didn't seem to care much and began to speak in his usual tone. The witch didn't do any scary things like the legends say. She just had a power that was different from normal folk. She lived all alone. She would use her clairvoyance to see worlds far away and write stories from that. She was quite a unique woman. She hated people, but loved them at the same time. She even had a daughter that lived elsewhere. And that witch's power had been passed down to the daughter as well. I didn't know what Ash was trying to say, but I decided to quietly listen. I left those witches for other reasons, but I was also interested in their fates. And that's why I've returned to this town that holds the legend of the witch. And where are those witches now? They're all gone. It was a long time ago, after all. Then what brought you here? Ash made a rare, ambiguous smile at my question. I wonder why. I've thought about it long and hard, too. My own story never mentioned why I was so fixated on the witches' stories. What do you mean? I really don't know who I am. Huh? That's why I enjoyed talking with you. It feels like I'm given a role. His words seem to be jumping all over the place. For example, if I wasn't reflected in your eyes, this scene of us talking wouldn't exist. You'd simply have a drink and go to bed. Maybe? I didn't understand what Ash was getting at. He shrugged his shoulders, noticing my expression. I like you for creating a story with me. And that's all. The time I spent here talking with you is amusing to me. No matter who you may be, that fact won't change. You are you. Those gentle words gave me the illusion that we shared our problems. Yes, I enjoy our days together too. I think that's why it makes me greedy. Huh? Ash didn't say anything else and simply smiled at me. I'm feeling a bit chilly now. I think it's time for you to return to your room. The cup in my hand was already cold. I quickly drank it down. He reached over the table and took my cup. Oh, I'll do it myself. It's all right. Ash then whispered into my ear. I'm sorry. Huh? Is he going to leave? He's not going to leave us. Before I knew it, Ash had stepped away. Sleep tight. What we talked about here is but a dream of an intermission. The white silhouette disappeared behind the counter. You must forget it all. I couldn't hear anything anymore. I was unable to move for a while. Okay. So that just gives you a little bit different. This is all the same, and then there's going to be a slightly different ending. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I was wondering how, because on the flowchart, like when we go, you'll see how it branches off. Like at the end, like this goes and there's an ending, and then there's something, it goes, it's really weird. So it's almost like there's this ending, and then there's like a little chapter off of it, which is just normally weird, but so. Aha, see? Well, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Aha, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Okay. I was like, we got the ending and we got the thing, and I'm like, huh? Because this is what I was expecting this. So I was like, okay, there's an after thing. Okay. Interesting. I heaved a sigh after closing the notebook. The heat from both eyes subsided. How was it? The man who called himself a traveler still wore the same smile. I know I should be reading in Ari's voice, but whatever. We're going to read it normal because I don't feel like it. You're a cheater. Hiding from the people around you isn't fair. The man smiled playfully at the reprimand. But in this story, she chose to be a normal girl. In her eyes, you were a normal and nice young man. She slowly... Oh, wait. That's really weird because she's like, okay, wait, anyway, she slowly caressed the cover of the notebook, and the old and weathered leather rubbed against her skin. Do you think I used her as a substitute for you? No, I don't think so. You were lonely too, weren't you? Oh, that's even creep. Oh, why is everybody in love with their fucking mother? Ah! Besides... See, it's weird. It's saying she, and then it goes to I, and it's really fucking weird. Anyway, I tried my best to make a serious face, but I couldn't help but smile. You fell in love with her, didn't you? You enjoyed being with her, right? You wanted to talk to her more. That feeling is none other than love, but he knew that. Anyway. She decisively pointed at the man's heart. You're no longer the hawk that lived with the Ashen Witch. Wait, what the? You can become anyone, be it a lover or a guide. You're free to choose the future you desire. A future that I don't have. That sounds quite attractive and fun. The man chuckled. I'll be going now. To where? To wherever I drift to. I'll stay there and watch over all of you as I continue writing. I'll see you again someday. After saying that, the man's hair fluttered in the spring winds as he departed. This just makes me so much more fucking confused than anything. The sun was shining, and the vast blue of the sky proved that spring was here. I looked up at it as I recall the girl I met a few days ago. An adorable girl who was neither a ghost nor a fairy. May I ask for your name? Spacey. Is that your real name? Spacey? Spacey! The girl mumbled her name. With the witch's eye, I saw someone dear to me in a world far, far away. Subconsciously, my hand went over my belly to protect what was inside. I've made up my mind.
There you are.
Oh, Olgar, you came just at the right time. At just the right time.
We're heading out. You'll catch a cold in that. Go get changed.
Huh? Faster than I could state my business, he spoke first. What a strange turn of events this was. I didn't expect him to take me outside. By the time I'd finished preparing, the sky had already darkened. It was still too early for sundown. Although it was spring, the snow had not melted in the forest. With such bad visibility, I held onto Olgar's hand. I walked carefully so as not to slip.
She's still wearing the same damn thing, so she can freeze.
Where are you taking me? I couldn't hold back my excitement, so I decided to ask before we got to our destination. But his answer was as indifferent as usual.
We're almost there.
You won't tell me.
He'll know when we get there. And here we are.
The snowdrop field?
It's where we always go when we're in the fucking forest, if it's not the tower.
We were at an opening in the forest, a space there where there were no trees, but a bright light field of flowers in their place. Snowdrop flowers. Wow! The tiny flowers that told us of the coming of spring, and there were so many of them.
I wanted to show this to you.
Olgar's stern face blushed. You brought me here for this.
No, there's one more thing.
After clearing his throat, he gingerly took something out from his pocket. Is he going to propose? Is this the proposal? That's so cute! We're getting our mommy and daddy proposal! It's fucking weird, but okay. Oh, it's the pendant. Okay. A pendant? It was a pendant with a snowdrop motif, and there was a beautiful jewel in the center. As I was captivated by its mysterious brilliance, Olgar cleared his throat again and began to speak. Still.
I wanted to give this to you.
To me?
I haven't done anything for you since we were married.
Since we married. Okay, at least okay. So they were already married and just knock her out beforehand. I mean, who knows?
I wanted to give you what I prized the most.
And he brought me all the way here for that, among the flower garden of snowdrops that the pendant was based on. I was so happy. I suppose this was what it meant to be overwhelmed with joy.
She looks sad, honestly.
But I didn't know why I burst out laughing.
Why do you laugh?
I'm sorry. It was so adorable.
Do you like it?
No, not the pendant. You. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love it. The pendant is wonderful. I'm very happy about it. I took the hand of my sulking husband. You always take everything so seriously, not only with me, but with the town and the people. And that's why I love you and all the people of this town. What you hold dear, I will as well, from now on and forever.
And she's gonna die very soon, but anyway. I see.
Oh, and there's something I want to tell you.
Oops. Sorry.
I pulled my husband's clenched fist onto my belly. I looked up at his confused face and smiled. I'm pregnant with your child.
What? He's like, wait, but we haven't. And she's like, okay, well, it's my brother. Just kidding. Oh. I'm sorry, it just still creeps me out when Spacey's like, sometimes I always suspected you might be my father. Whoa! Whoa! Father, uncle is a little. We're pushing it, Spacey. That's pushing it. Anyway.
He was very surprised. No wonder, as we had tried for so long, and now I was finally conceived with our child.
What? What?
Whoop!
We have to come up with a name.
I've already decided on a name.
What's that?
Spacey! That's the name.
Spacey? That's a girl's name.
Yes, I'm sure it's a girl.
How do you know? Because I've seen the future.
Why, I am a witch, you know. I can see into the future with my eye.
You never told me you could see the future. Is that true?
Who knows? I tried to be teasing, but my husband quickly responded.
Knowing you, I have to believe it.
He spoke matter-of-factly. That wasn't fair. Her little pouting face is adorable. So how about that name?
It's a good name. A very good name.
I know it is. Thanks! After saying that, Olgar moved closer to me. Or close to me. Instead of embracing me, he snuggled close. If he wanted to tell me that he would be by my side as we lived on. But I was a witch. My eye could see the future of this world. And though it may be uncertain and hazy, she will be steadfast like Francisca and generous like Apris. And she'll be as strong as you.
I wish for her to be as kind as you.
I'm sure she will. No, I know she will. I can tell because I'm a witch. Olgar smiled as if he was expecting that answer, and then I leaned my head on his shoulder. Spacey, our child, Olgar's and mine. And she would be raised by Francisca and Apris. Many treacherous paths awaited her, but I was sure she could overcome them. I looked at the flowers at my feet, and the pendant Olgar gave me. Snowdrop, the tiny flower that bid farewell to spring. My child, and to all of our children. Pain will accompany your choices, but not one of them are wrong, so you'll be all right. It's a very wise, just entire statement right there. I hope that you'll be by the side of your loved ones, smiling. To my beloved children. Sure. I know. Oh, but we got nobody. Let's actually go to continue and go back to this one, our freaking forever old one. I want to see something though. Okay, there we go. I was like, we better be able, like, to open these. So now we can watch these endings. So, moving to the scene. Yes. All right. Everything around me was dim. My eyes weren't covered, nor did it suddenly become night. It was similar to the hazy sensation of a dream right before awakening, and it continued on without any end in sight. I see. I'll finally wake up from this dream.
It'll finally be over.
Oh, so this is for Olgar. Okay. I cannot, when he's speaking, I will try it, but I cannot read this whole fucking thing in his voice, so we're just gonna read it normal. I mumbled that without thinking. What was the emotion I was feeling? Relief? Regret? Or perhaps that there was no emotion, simply emptiness. I didn't know what was inside of my own heart. May I ask why you're crying? Suddenly there was a man standing next to me. It was Haku, the man who had served me for years. How do you recognize him as Haku because he does not look like Haku? Now I remembered clearly. And this was the man who told me of the Kaleidovia. His sudden appearance didn't surprise me anymore, but I was more confused by what he just said.
Crying? I am?
You've been crying this whole time, until you ran out of tears. No, even after they've run out, you continue to do so. Though I thought he was speaking nonsense, it strangely made sense to me. I see, so I had been crying since that day.
In the end, I could do nothing.
That was why I cried, because I had accomplished nothing. My tears could not be stopped.
And I wished to see Arya, to see the dead. Was that wrong? Was that my sin?
I know his voice isn't like I can't do the Olgar voice anymore. Like,
I made it too gruff and angry.
it's like, I should not have done that. He talks a lot. Why do I do this? Anyway, that's not a sin. It's a natural wish to have. The man in front of me absolved me. But what of it? Those empty words brought neither comfort nor atonement. You made a wish, and because of that, the craze of the magical stone eroded away your sanity. And that could not be helped. But if I had to bring up one sin, it's that you murdered your friend. Yes, that was my sin without a doubt. Apris did not need to die. There was no reason for me to kill him. And my wife was murdered by my own sister. She was dragged into the fray in a fit of passion. And I exiled my own friend into oblivion. And Francisca also was dragged into my lunacy. But your friends don't hate you.
Impossible.
It's true, although there's no way for you to find out now. Look at that. The man pointed in a certain direction. From there, I could see a ray of light amidst the hazy darkness. Could it be my awakening was approaching? Or perhaps eternal slumber? This is the light you have created, and the light that they have nurtured. Your beloved wife bore your child, and your sister raised her, and your friend protected her. And this is a drawbridge where everything is connected. Your children have achieved what you've passed down. All I did was watch over them and write about it. The light grew stronger. I should be more proper with my words in times like these. Now go. What you desire is there. See, this is why we couldn't do it till everything was over. It looks like spring out. The light became a path. Past that path, flowers bloomed and butterflies fluttered about. And there she was, the one I remembered. The one I desired so much was there.
Arya!
Olgar? Oh. This was our 100%. This was the last fucking CG. Well, that ruins it. You're telling me in the other two ones we don't get a CG? Well. Is it really you, Olgar?
Yes, it's me. I'm sorry. It's because
It's all right. I just remembered. I'm here because I believed in you. I knew that you would come for me. I believed that you would call my name once more.
Arya!
So touchingly sweet. Welcome back, Olgar. Now, let's go. Aw. Oh, wait, where are we? The man went to the path of the light. There was no need to turn back anymore. What the man desired was right there. What I desire is right here. Oh, hi, Hugh, Ash, old man, Haku, whatever. I don't care. But I couldn't go there. The traveler could only show the way. I envied that just a little bit. I envied how you could once again see the person you desire. Well, that was interesting. He was just like, I envy that you can see the person that you got to see. Was he saying that to Olgar or Ashen Nesis? The boy had changed. For as long as he remembered, he had different sensibilities from the others. Do not pick the flowers too roughly. Do not kill birds in vain. Do not kill birds at all! The fuck? Even such concepts so easily understood by others were not understood by the boy. I mean, okay, if you're like, you have to eat, then okay. But I'm just, my bird's sitting here snuggled on my shoulder. I'm like, oh no, poor birdie. I found a little birdie at work the other day. I was like walking up the stairs in the garage, and he was just sitting there. And I was like, oh, and I scooped him up in my hand, and he was soft and fluffy. And I was like, oh no. And then I fell. Like, I lost my balance and he flew away. But like, I think he must have like, because our whole building is glass, like everything is fucking glass and reflective. And I think he must have smashed into like one of the things and stunned himself because he was just sitting there. And I'm like, he's gonna get stepped on. Someone's gonna like walk around the corner on the roof of the building and just, well, the parking garage and just step on the poor thing. I was like, little fluffy birdie. I literally was like, is he hurt? Is he sick? Should I take him home with me? Thank God he flew off. Because I was like, I literally was like, what was I thinking? Was I literally in my brain was like, I'm just gonna like get in my car and carry the bird. And then he would have like tried to fly in my car and I'm like, I would have died because I would have this tiny little like finchy bird flying around my fucking car. I'm not very smart. And at least I was like, I'm like, I probably would have at least moved him and like put him like somewhere where he wouldn't get stepped on. Poor little fucking thing. Probably knocked himself silly. He was like, because he was just sitting on the ground. It's like, he wasn't sitting there like, I was cold and I was sitting here, because it was like windy and it was like, poor little thing, you probably flew into the wall. I'm like, well, I hope you weren't too stunned, because then you flew off and you probably then flew into another, oh God. I'm sure he's fine. Like, I was like, I didn't even get to get a picture. Because I was like trying to get up, like stand up, and I was like just sitting weird on my back, and I just lost my balance and fell. Because I'm a fucking idiot. I'm like, well, that was stupid. I'm like, oh, I wasn't like standing upright and my backpack was too heavy. And I don't even know. I'm just like, apparently I'm a fucking idiot and I have no sense of balance or something. So, poor little birdie. But he's cute and fluffy. Anyway, you don't kill birds. Why not? He asked. It's perfect time. The incident that later befell him may have been an inevitability. One day, the boy gravely injured a child. The child belonged to a clan who was hostile toward his own. He's not human! This is detestable! He's like a wild beast! That must be the case. This boy's the heart of a beast. All the adults feared the boy and jeered at him. They imprisoned the boy, not knowing what else they could do. I wonder why. The boy spoke to himself in the dark jail cell. All I wanted was to be friends. Just as the others did not understand him, the boy did not understand a single person around him. This boy had the heart of a beast. The small wolf in the jail cell, that was what he was called. That rumor spread instantly, further solidifying a solitary life for the boy in the cell. At times he would see birds through the bars of the cell and yearn for the same. He sought freedom where he could fly the skies. How much time had passed since then? The boy was taken out of the cell and into a tower in the middle of the forest. He was told to live there from now on. So you're the small wolf. There was a woman at the tower, a tall woman with a hawk on her shoulder. Who are you? I'm the Ashen Witch. That is what people call me. A witch? Her eye turned red as he watched. A crimson eye, just like the legend said. You exist. I was asked to expel the beast inside of you. From that day forth, the boy lived with the witch. The witch said she would chase out the beast inside him, but she never did anything out of the ordinary. All she did was speak to him. I've been traveling all around the world, and in my travels, I met Ashen Hawk. I gotta see where this is. Okay. All right. The hawk on her shoulder flapped its wings in response. Ashen Hawk. That was apparently the hawk's name. It was a long time ago, but I tended to its injuries, and it has stayed with me ever since. It thinks my shoulder is its perch. My bird thinks my neck is its comfy spot, too.
He's like jammed into my neck.
The hawk flapped its wings slightly harder. The witch grew clematis flowers. While she tended to the flowers, the hawk flew freely in the sky. The witch also wrote picture books. The hawk would perch on the witch's shoulder to doze while the witch went about her writing. The witch wrote many different stories, happy stories as well as sad ones. But in every story, there was always butterflies. All of the witch's picture books revolved around butterflies. Butterflies are vessels for souls. That was how the witch answered when the boy asked why. I also have a child, though I haven't seen her since she was born. She's about your age. The witch smiled slightly. That was not the smile of a formidable witch, but that of a mother. I want to write stories for her. No, for all children. They can be tragedies or comedies, but they'll all become sustenance for their souls to grow strong. The boy lived with the witch. He tended the flowers with the witch. He watched the hawk fly from the witch's shoulder. And then the boy read the stories written by the witch. And the boy, not then. The boy enjoyed that life and yearned for it. He yearned for a way of life like that of the witch and the hawk, bound by nothing. That day, something happened for the first time. The hawk stopped on the boy's shoulder while he tended to the flowers, not on the witch's, but on the boy's. What the boy did next was something that no one could understand. Simply on impulse, the boy strangled the hawk with all his might. Oh no. Hearing the hawk flap its wings loudly, the witch, who had been working far away, ran toward them. She slapped the boy as hard as she could, enough to knock him to the ground. From the shock, the boy let go of the hawk. However, it was too late. The hawk would never cry or flap its wings anymore. Never would it fly the skies again. For it had lost its life. Oh, I don't like this one. It hurts me. The boy didn't understand what he just did. He yearned to be like the hawk. He desired the freedom that the bird had. And the bird trusted you and you killed it. Oh. I'd snuggle my bird so hard, but he would fly away thinking I'm not trying to strangle you. I'm just trying to hug you to death. But he has taken away the hawk's freedom for all of eternity. The witch said nothing. She didn't concern herself with the boy. She gave an offering of flowers on the corpse of the hawk and gently laid her hand on it. The witch mumbled something and her fingertips began to gather light. White and black light gathered and intertwined. They soon took the shape of a butterfly, and it flapped its wings. It left the witch's hand and flew away to the sky and beyond. Its soul will come across ours again someday. That's how it is with souls. Enthralled by that fantastical sight, he came back to her senses with her words. He finally felt the heat on his cheek where he was hit. And he cried. You deserve to cry, and you deserve to be smacked, you little son of a bitch. He did not cry out of pain. He felt a suffocating feeling in his heart when he thought of the hawk and the butterfly. Loneliness and regret sprouted from the boy's heart. This is where we part ways. Huh? The boy was confused at the sudden farewell. Why? Because I killed Ashen Hawk? That's part of it, but not everything. I must now go to another world. Another world? It's unfortunate I cannot see your story's end. The person he respected would go away. It was a sad thing, but the boy had no way of stopping it. If he stopped it, she would not have her freedom anymore. As a gift, I'll let you have this. Now, what's this? The witch took out what resembled a large, beautiful ornament decorated with 4 jewels. It's called the Kaleidovia. Your bestial heart is held inside of it. My heart? And this is the symbol of your soul and the proof of friendship. You will make friends in the future. You may also fall in love. You must love everything. Love everything? Yes, the painful things as well as the fun things. You will create your own story. and that's how the path will connect. May the flowers that bloom in all of your hearts be blessed. The witch disappeared before the end of the day. The boy also left the tower that was now deserted.
It's like you've been exorcised. You have come back with the heart of a human. And now you can become the heir without any problems. Our clan will be set.
After returning to the town, that's what the adults all said. His violent nature from before was long gone. He can now live among other people. The boy was able to blend in with the rest of the town. It is as if the past was nothing but a dream. No, if any part of it was a dream. After living in peace in the town for a while, the boy headed to the tower in the forest. Looking up at the tower from far away, he wondered, this one is much more like a dream. The days he spent with the witch and the hawk, the world he yearned for was no longer. But it had to be a fact that it existed. The Kaleidovia he held in his hands was proof of that. He heard footsteps from behind and turned around. There was another child there, a boy about his age. Upon looking at him, he was reminded of the hawk. The boy had a sharp gaze like that of a hawk and stared at him. No words were exchanged. Remembering what he did to the hawk, the boy felt a shiver down his spine. Right when he felt the impulse to run away from there. You will make friends in the future. You may also fall in love. You must love everything. The witch's words came into the boy's mind. The boy was once feared as the small wolf, but the words of the witch gave him courage. What's your name?
Olgar.
I'm Apris. Say, Olgar.
I mean, if you didn't see that coming, I don't. That's why I paused when she's like, "It's Ashen Hawk," and I was like, "Oh, okay, 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 never mind. All right, I see where this is going. I see where this is going. That explains why, when he's running around, it's like, I have no idea who I am. Ashen Hawk sounds right because it just stayed with. Oh, I like how they tied that together. That's nice. I like how that. Okay, all right.
Will you be my friend?
Oh. But you know what? Why do they make you hate Ashen Hawk? Like, why do they seriously put in the game where you're like, well, what a dick, he really didn't love Francisca or his family, kind of abandoned them. Well, wait a minute. We're not allowed to have a romancy path with him because he's kind of our uncle, and you keep calling him, act like he's like your dad, which is creepy. And now he murdered a bird. You know what? You know what, Ashen Hawk? I just have, you broke my soul. I don't even know what to do. I thought these were going to be about Hugh, but I guess not. Oh, this is the picture book. A long, long time ago, there were beasts divided into two species. The beasts did not get along and would try to kill one another at every opportunity they had. But one day, one of the beasts met a woman. She asked the beast, "Why do you hate each other?" The beast answered, "Our instincts tell us to." The woman, now saddened, said this, "The murders will create a never-ending cycle. Your children, their children, and even the next souls to follow will do the same. The chain of conflict and sadness will know no end. The conflict won't end, you say?" The beast laughed at the woman's words. "We've always killed one another. Our parents and their parents, and most likely my children will too. Breaking this chain is of greater fear to me." And so the beast dismissed the woman's words and continued its life as before, to suspect, curse, and kill. One day, the beast met a gray creature. The two beasts ran through the wilderness together, through the mountains, and soon befriended one another. But the gray beast was of the opposing species. The beast didn't know what to do. "At this rate, I will murder my friend," it thought. 1, 2, 3 nights passed. After many nights, the beast finally paid a visit to the woman with a wish. "Please kill our bestial hearts. I want to befriend that one," it said. The woman happily accepted its wish, and the evil souls of the two species were sealed inside a shining jewel. Were our evil souls sealed away? The beast rejoiced and tried to thank the woman. However, the woman said this: "Wishes all come at a price." The woman's eye turned a fiery red. Yes, the woman was the fearful witch. "This is a magical stone. I'll now use the bestial soul sealed within to strike your abode," the witch said. So the beast responded, "In that case, I shall kill you." The witch answered, "Then I will ensure that a child with a red eye is born." The beast responded once more, "In that case, I will kill that child." The witch answered again, "If so, I'll ensure that another child with a red eye is born." "This is the witch's curse," she said with a smile. The beast felt fear and returned to its dwelling to tell its brethren. The two species plotted to defeat the witch and arrived where she lived. The beasts joined together to defeat her. The witch transformed into a butterfly and vanished. The beasts held a banquet and danced with joy. And the beasts lived happily ever after. The end. We actually already read that story within the story. So, I mean, like, you know. Oh, whoops. No, I wanted to. Whoops. Yeah, we can save. That's fine. So there we go. That. Oh, wait. No, I don't want to do that. Boop. Yes, return to the title screen. That's what I want. We'll go into our album, into our gallery. We'll flip through all of our pictures. So, yeah, I mean, that's like scary. It's weird though. They can never like they show all this like the scary witch, but it's like that's not really like she didn't actually exist. Like, I mean, I don't know. But I mean, come on. That's a little too sexual for like for me. I'm like that's a little too intimate for like, hey, what's up? I'm your uncle. That's the creepy uncles. I'm just saying. Like, come on. Yeah. But it's so funny because yeah, that's how Olgar sees him, and it's like, oh, Hugh, that's actually. Oh, but you know what? He was actually wearing that coat the entire time, wasn't he? That's like the Hugh. Yeah, I should have realized that, but like I wasn't paying attention to what he was wearing. I mean, okay, I feel a little bit better after. She's like, oh, what the fuck? Look at Rabbit. Oh, Rabbit's so fucking cute. Ah! Lawrence, I love you so much. We never stopped on a Lawrence. I think that should be our end. Like, I want to, like, look, we can just stare at Lawrence. He's still my favorite. Like, Kaguya, Lawrence, Natsuki. I love him so much. I'm so happy. I'm so happy about the actual ending for this game. Because, like, all the other ones, even the romancy ones, like, you get the romance path, right? And you're like, okay, well, that's great. I'm happy with them. But they're all kind of, like, almost bad. You're like, I'm not, like, I know we're supposed to be happy. Oh, we're with Levi and we're running off into the, what? But I felt like something felt wrong. It just felt wrong, you know? Like, no matter what you were doing. But, I mean, it was actually a lot like Levon actually looks cute in this one because you can't see his jellyfish hair. like, that ruined it. I don't know. So, like, the actual end where she's in the real world and escape, like, I love that. But I also still like the running away with Hugh better. Like, I don't know. Oh. Still love this one. I love the way he's looking at her. She looks like, what the fuck? And then Rabbit over here like, oh. One of the best. We're supposed to have gotten a CG of that of them from the Masquerade Unmasked, but I don't know where they are. Hold on a second. Oh, whoops. Oh, okay. Wait. These, yeah, I was gonna say these ones have variations. There we go. Okay. I mean, I like them with the masks, to be honest with you. And like, she's already doesn't have a mask there, so this is just him not having a mask. So like, whatever, you know. I don't think there. Yeah, those are the only ones that had variations. I was like, wait, we're supposed to have unlocked things like that. And I was like, wait, let me check. Let me check. Evil Francisca. I'm here. I'm here. So. Oh, you. We don't really have a good one to end on so far. Because, like, everything is just, like, individual people. And, like, that's awkward. She's like, wait a minute. Don't undress me. You know, because it'd be great if we had one that was, like, everybody. We don't have, like, a... You know what? You know, it's sad in this game. You don't have, like, a complete... I love when they have the games and they're, like, the completion CG. No. That's because that's a separate CG. You know what I mean? Like, the... Like, yay, here's everyone. I like that. I want that. Like... Oh, yeah. I mean, this was good. I really did actually... I mean, until we got to the end, like, say the first time through it, I was like, wait, these endings just feel like really, like, I feel like we're missing something. Okay, so I'm much happier that we got the heroine ending and we got to the real world and like, I was like, oh, okay, that makes me feel better. I do think I liked the way Black Butterfly did it a little bit better with the, you know, you got your in the Psychedelica ending and then you got the outside in the real world ending. I like that a little bit better. Than the way this just kind of kept you in psychedelic. I was like, that's just, I don't know, because those always seem like they feel wrong. You know what I mean? You're like, they're so raw. Look at that fucking baby. It looks like a, God, that's hideous. What is that? Oh God, it's scary. Oh, it's like a rotten potato. That's sad. Like, but you know what I mean? So I did like that a little bit better. But I liked her in this one better. I mean, because she just was like a little snarky and a little cocky and a little like whatever from the very beginning. And I liked it. But it's really sad because I feel like it's really even Levi's crying for us. Because it's like what she has to be dressed like a man to not be a complete nitwit. Like what the hell? But yeah. But yeah, so I definitely liked her a lot better than a lot of heroines that we have in the games because she kicked ass. She did the derpy tripping and falling bullshit when she was in the dress, and you could be like, whoa, we can excuse her because she was in a dress and blah blah blah. It's still the derpy tripping and falling, but regardless, you know, I love this world. I love being in this world. This made me so happy. This one makes me... I feel just so much better. Because you know what it is, too? Wait, right? Everything about this world... Okay, well, these are not good... Okay, these were not good examples. Anyway, everything about this world is, like, gray and dark. And then you see, like, this CG, and you're like, how bright and pretty it is! See? It's bright and pretty. Oh! Look, even Hokage got free. You know, despite the fact that he shouldn't be, like, even close to being an adult. He should be way dead because he's, like, hundreds of years old. But, like, and I do love that. Like, oh. So, like, Lucas is our canon boy. Oh. Oh.
It makes me feel bad though. Because I love that ending, but like, Hugh is like, bye, Hugh. Sorry, we love you, but. But yeah, no, I mean, overall, like, I did like this one. I do feel like my end impressions are, though, like, I liked her overall. Very much so, but I think I liked Black Butterfly a little bit better story-wise. And just the way they did the endings. But, I mean, I'm not knocking the story-wise or anything. I think it's just this one, I still feel a little confused. But also the, like, no! I think, you know what? I think they just ruined my life when they were like, Ashen Hawk's like your uncle. No! But then again, Levant and Levi are cousins. I mean, this is just also. Look, you know I'm not digging the Lolly Boys. And, like, I know in other games I'm like, can we bone our brother? But he wasn't blood related to us. These guys are kind of blood related and a little creepy. And, like, it also just makes me feel creepy because I was like, Ashen Hawk is like, oh, God, he's your uncle. Ah! Or then she's, like, saying, like, you were like a father to me. Ah, what? Whose dad crawls in bed with you like the Ashen Hawk did in the beginning? Ah, that's fucking. Honey, you should call fucking somebody about that because that's just not right. Like, oh. You know what? You're safer with Hugh. Run away with Hugh. She's like, I'm gonna beat you, Ashen Hawk. just love that little frog. Oh, God. Look, it's a cute rabbit. Oh, it's ridiculous and stupid, but it's cute. Oh, I want Lawrence to fucking, like, knit me, like, fucking embroider something for me. Like, pulling the Cinderella shit on you. Like Levi Spacey's like, dude. Ashen Hawk teaches us to be feminine. Hugh just sticking shit in her mouth. Inappropriate. Taught my bird how to, like, eat lollipops earlier. Not kidding. I got, like, a package and they put a lollipop in there, so I was eating it, and I'm like, my bird was like, what the fuck is that? And I tried to show it to him, and he's like, no. And then I was like, look, you lick it. And then he comes over and he's like licking it. And I'm like, I wish I could get a picture of this. Tell my bird how to lick a lollipop. Like, it just looked ridiculous, this giant lollipop this bird looking at. Like, oh, it's so cute. This one is cute. Like, oh, sticky buns. He's like, I'm just gonna molest you while you sleep. A little creepy, Levant. See, I mean, this is just, it's a little too much for him being like your This one's so cute, too. Look, a little bunny rabbit butt. Oh, I don't love you, nail. Oh. Oh, I mean, you know, I'm okay with him doing this to us, but, you know. That's it. That is it. What did I think was a good one to end on? I mean, there was a lot. There was a couple. There was a couple that were, oh, I know. This is like almost the perfect one. No. No. I just wanted to hide the, there you go. You know what? You know what? We'll be nice. There you go. You can stare at the back of you as we had this. But yeah. So I don't know what's coming after this. I don't want to say I'm taking like a break, but I am. Just because I've said other things. I'm trying to go through a lot of stuff and like rent my apartment apart and like tons of other stuff. So I don't want to like overwhelm myself with having to record a lot of stuff or leaving you guys hanging when not a lot of stuff's getting done. So I don't anticipate something coming after this. We will have probably let me actually pull out my thing.
this ends. This actually ended a part before I thought. Yes, so actually, Code Realize, the Wintertide Miracles should be coming out in the next couple of days. Not in this time slot, but it will be coming out. And we have London Detective Mysterious still going on. So we'll still have 2 games going. We'll see if London Detective Mystery is going to still be every other day or if we'll do it every day. I don't know. But we'll still have at least 2 games going. So that'll be good. But yeah, so it might just be quiet for a couple of days until I can get Code Realize Wintertide Miracles up and recorded or whatnot. And I still haven't, at the time I'm finishing this, haven't recorded Life is Strange Chapter 2. So I don't know if that's going to come, if you've already seen it, or if maybe I'll put it up after this. Like, it really just depends. But that will eventually come out, so there will be something. That's only going to be a few hours, but whatever. So anyway, it'll be posting at some point this month. I know it'll be behind every single other person playing it, but whatever. If you have, people are either not watching it because they've watched 500 people play it, or they're watching it because we enjoy watching me play things. Whatever. It is what it is. I don't care. I'm playing it for myself. So if nobody watches it. Nobody watches it. Nobody really watches half of this stuff anyway. So like, this is really just for me and the 4 people that are here. Like, whatever. This is what we do. Like, I just do this because I enjoy it and I get to play games. And, you know, even if I recorded the videos and never posted them, at least I would just... It actually, I have more fun talking to imaginary people. I mean, you're not imaginary. For me right now you are, because you're not here, which would be really weird if you were, but you know what I'm saying. Like, so... Anyway, even if nobody watches things, like, I'm still going to record it just for my own sake, because otherwise I'll never play these games, and I'll be like, I'm so bored, and I won't do anything, and I have all these games, and this is why I record these things, and, you know, some of you guys enjoy them, and that's all that matters. If there's 1 person or 10 people, it doesn't matter. It's still fun, I still enjoy doing it, and I'm happy for the 1 or 10 of you that watch this stuff, you know what I mean, that you enjoy it, so, yeah, so if you watch Life is Strange, my playthroughs, that will be up eventually, but I'm not rushing to get it done because I know, again, a bazillion people play it. I hate to say it's overplayed, but it is. But, you know, I mean, that's good. They're good games, but anyway. Yeah, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen in the next month or so. So we'll see. The rest of this month might be a little quiet for games. We might only have Code Realize and London Detective Mysteria. If I feel like, you know, maybe I have more time, maybe I'll either move London Detective Mysteria to every day, or I'll throw something else in and it'll be every other day, you know, so we have a couple different things. Like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't want to get to the point where I'm like, shit, I'm so behind and I can't keep up. But I also really, like, am right now extremely motivated to rip everything in my apartment apart and, like, you know, so I gotta be able to balance both of those things, and, like, it's gonna take me like the entire fucking year to rip you're gonna be hearing this for like just be prepared a year from now. I'm gonna be like I'm still in the process, guys. I got 1 room done. It's like, it's gonna take forever. I mean, I literally went through a bin today. I'm like, this is a bin of all My Little Ponies and shit and all my toys from when I was a kid that I was saving. I went through and I'm like, okay, there's a few things that I will get rid of and, like, put it in and put all the Barbies I wanted to save and put them in. Like, okay, repack the bin. That's all my childhood toys. Okay. Now all my stuffed animals that I want to save need to go in a bigger bin because they won't fit. They're in like 5 bins. I need to put them in a big... I mean, like, I am legit going through fucking everything. Like, my closet's the last thing. I have like 7 or 8 bags of clothes that have been sitting around for like months to get rid of. Like, I mean, Salvation Army and Goodwill are gonna be fucking ecstatic. Like, my dining room is literally, like, I'm slowly trying to pull shit out of there and, like, cram it into other corners so that that room is just piles of shit to give away. Like, I'm ripping out, like, my freaking storage units are being, everything, every little thing. And I'm doing it little by little because otherwise it would just take me fucking forever and I'd lose my mind because I'm that crazy person that will go and be like, I'm staring. I have to start something, I have to finish it, and I won't sleep for like 3 months. because I'll just do it and I'll be like, I got fired from my job because I stopped showing up. Like, so I just got to do something small. I went through a bin. I did my dishes and I went through a bin. I went through 4 bins. But it's worse because I'm pulling shit out of bins. Like, okay, I'm going to save this stuff and this stuff's going to get rid of. Okay, now this bin's empty and I've just got a bin that's filled with just shit I need to organize later. Because I'm like, it's some craft stuff in this. Because I don't have enough room to be like, okay, craft stuff goes here, this goes here. And I'm just like, okay, this is all the stuff I'm saving. So then afterward, I'm like, okay, now I got to grab this bin of shit I'm saving and go through it and be like, okay, these are picture things I want to hang on the wall. These are craft things. Let me find places for them. This is this. Let me find a place for them. So it's like I am messily, or I'm organizing of shit to get rid of, shit to keep, and then I have to go through the shit to keep and fucking find places to put it. Like, it's like a 47-step process, and I'm on step like 1/10. I'm not even on step 1 yet, but anyway. So that's my rant about that and why things will be a little bit quieter here than normal. Possibly, I don't know, but we'll at least have 1 to maybe 2 things going up every day. So, it really just depends. But yeah, I don't know what I would do right now once this is done. Aside from Code Realize and London Detective Mysterious. So I'm going to be thinking about that in the back of my mind. Because we do have some other I would have to, I don't know if I'm going to do another poll or if we'll just do like, maybe we'll do another mixed reviews, because those were always fun. Those always make me angry. Like, that sounds great. So I don't know. And I have a ton of shit on Steam, so maybe we'll play a Steam game or something. I don't know. We'll see what I feel like doing. But anyway, so for now, this is it. London Detective Mysteria is up every other day. Code Realize Wintertime Miracles should be coming out maybe today or in the next couple of days, really depending on how fast I can record, process, upload. So yeah, so look for it starting next week at the latest. But anyway, so yeah, I will see you guys around. I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did. And yeah, see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.